if you can pick up and add if it comes in. While we
Sounds
still have
good.
2 up, but...
Yeah, tank, you're on.
Alright, tanks, it is on you guys. Make sure you split them up.
I got a dispel on the enrage. I'm gonna grab it. Oh, thought I passed lead.
Oh, can I need on that one since it's one I need, or buy them from you later?
Yeah, you can buy some afterwards.
Sounds good.
I'll give this to you.
Alright, stack on star. Has anyone not been in here before? Type 1, 2, 3 if so.
I have not.
Alright, but just make sure you're stacking with the group, stacked. Try to have
Yeah.
ice barrier up.
Yeah, Euland, Eden, come over here.
Yeah, so on the 3 packs of bugs, we're just gonna kill the purplish red ones first, and then the 2 white ones will stay stacked. And then on the guys that fly around by themselves, the swarm guards, they cleave. We don't have to be stacked for those, but just make sure you're standing behind them.
Those swarm guard.
Paladins, make sure you're focusing on dispelling, because there's only 2 people that can do it this time. Okay. Don't have to stay stacked for the swarm guards. Okay, restack.
I'm going.
You're back. Eden, you should unboon for these. They will hit quite hard.
Okay, unbooting.
Repack coming.
Look at skull, guys.
Back coming in, make sure you're stacked.
I found a 60 mage who joined us from Exiles.
Wheaties, I'm gonna taunt one of the white guys off you once we kill the first bug. So
Sounds good.
don't be alarmed if one pulled off.
I'm never
Can
alarmed.
can you type the mage's name in right chat, Eden, please?
Yeah.
Look at this nice stack of bugs we got going right here.
Yo. You guys already start?
Yeah.
Started,
did.
yeah.
I'd rather have Vader's bear tank in here than another mage.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be good.
Let me log on.
Yeah, if you can
Go
log
ahead
on.
and log in. Sorry,
Sure.
can you tell Sips that we filled Eden?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Logging in right now.
Okay, we'll summon him after this poll.
Let's summon him
Yeah,
now
let's just
then.
summon now then. Step out. All right, Lynch. If you want to swap to your hunter now, that's fine too. Actually, you know what? Let's keep clearing the trash first, just because of all the you're the only two paladins. Doesn't bring
Yeah,
up
not
the
a lot of
cost.
dispelling.
I have paladin tank now with robust. If you need another paladin.
No, we are fine.
It's okay.
Get in here and let's continue.
Verde, you can log back in.
Perfect.
Everybody stack on star.
Are we unbooned?
Yes.
Yeah, we're on boond. Can you put your pet over there too, for you?
This seems kind of.
They pulled. They
We're gonna get a
pulled.
2-pack.
Bag up.
Okay.
Butthole clench on that one.
Yeah, me too. I threw a dummy out.
Yeah, I was in here with that death run and one of their geared tanks got pawned by a 2-pole.
Wasn't that Contor?
That was Pentort. He was like 2-pack, boom, dead.
Heard.
Oh, the bugs are coming.
Stinger.
Go the stinger first. Whoever's taking the swarm guard, take them to the opposite direction.
Pick up crit.
Good job.
Shit, guys.
Stay stacked. Stacked.
I just DC'd. Hold up.
Stack on Banga.
Servers are okay today, or
I haven't
Move the
had
stack over, guys.
I haven't had any issues.
okay?
Stay stacked.
It's a relative question. Subjective, maybe.
Okay.
Not
Back
stable if you're in dead mines. Not in dead mines, but in the zombie area.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Stay stacked here or?
Yes.
Yeah, stay stacked.
Yeah. So Wheaties, you can be on X, and then Topanga if you want to pick up unmarked.
Okay.
Moving up.
You want me to root the right one?
Don't have to. EDs will pull to the right. You're third tank here, Topanga. Give you tank status, but okay. Gonna stack on star again. Just hang by the wall. Just opening the chest in the meantime. Okay.
I think I got decent.
Eden was line of sighting me around this corner, trying not to walk around the corner if you can. I couldn't dispel you.
Roger that.
Move up after this pack. Did anyone inside DC? Or were they just If nobody DC'd inside of the dungeon, we're okay.
There's DCs in chat. G.
Yeah, but usually the world DCs don't impact if you're inside of an instance. Okay, stack up on star again.
Rip Bozo.
Anyone else think those guys might have pulled there too?
Yeah,
I always
I was shaking in my boots.
The boss like looked at us funny.
Boss has a pretty big aggro radius too. But we're chilling.
Chilling.
Hello. Sorry guys, I got caught up at work.
No worries, man.
No worries.
I'm assuming y'all replaced me.
We are
Yeah, we
pulled now.
Awesome, cool. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't holding y'all up.
Appreciate that.
Nice pull.
You can, after this bull lynch, you can log off, switch to your hunter, summon you, you can welcome back.
I'm gonna relog real quick. I just updated my add-ons.
Alright, we're just gonna bring in Lynch's hunter so we can finish this quest, kill this boss, and then we'll bring him back in.
Damn, I did not mean to just do that.
We need people to run out for summons, or is he parked
No,
right
he's
outside?
here.
You
No, he's
already
right
got.
outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's already here.
Let me know when you zone in, Lynch.
Rage bug.
Okay. Alright, so if you haven't done this before, main mechanic is just if there's going to be sand traps that will spawn on somebody, you'll call it out. If it's on you, just move. The AoE is a little bit bigger than what it looks like, so just move out of the way. Other than that, it's just the tank will keep moving it, but all the tanks have been here before, so.
Alright, let's do this.
Yep.
Sorry.
Torup here, actually.
It's on Flask. Yeah, it's Torup's fault, actually.
I already logged real quick, sorry.
What's up, Ozzy?
Wheaties, you can taunt it off of Zeus if it gets to like 5-6 stacks.
Okay.
But otherwise you can just let him tank.
Gotcha.
Alright, looks like we're good.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay.
Flasking. And then
Get Sunders here, warriors.
Melee stack.
the anti.
ZT.
Day is coming soon.
It's 4 stacks.
Away
Okay.
from the trap.
Oh shit.
Thank you.
Good call.
I definitely ate the trap.
Fireball 8 or 12.
Oh, no mage, you might like that.
I don't know.
Okay,
who
Sure,
I-
if you have perfect poison,
Who's
make
that?
sure you get the poison sack.
I believe Eden is the one that would get that in this case, right?
I like this a lot.
That's a cool.
You guys
little
already
mage
have
outfit.
it?
Me and Hollow Tree both got it on our one run, yeah.
What?
Alright.
Oh
congrats,
my
Oh,
god.
nice. Congrats, Eden.
Eden.
Thank
Hope you use it in here.
Damn, you didn't grab.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Alright, break it down, Ozzy.
So this is an 8-wave fights.
Don't talk to the dudes yet.
Don't talk to them. It starts an NPC event. It's an 8-wave fights. Wheaties, have you tanked this before? I can't remember.
I've DPS'd it a few times, but I mean, we usually off tank, all the warriors off tank on this, so.
Okay. So we want buffs to go out on these guys. If you're a paladin, you can put the blessing of might on them. And Vango will put on the thorns and mark. Also, you can put amplify magic on the melee. So basically 8 waves. You need to conserve your mana. If you are a caster, you try to use your mana pots early. If you start to run low, we will also have Lynch assigned to Blessing of Wisdom, or sorry, Judgment of Wisdom on the mini bosses. So if you start to run low, you can just wand down the bosses to conserve your mana. It's not a race, so just try to conserve it as much as possible. We only have one hunter, Bino, so it's going to be on you to get that frost trap down as much as possible. Otherwise, if you're a mage, just use Blizzard to slow them down. If you are a warrior or a druid, just try to pick up loose adds. Zeus is going to be tanking the mini bosses against the left-hand wall. Yeah, amplify magic on all the melee. Then also, I'll show it again once we get here. I'll move there for a second. Nobody should be stepping on top of these hills. It can cause mobs to reset and evade, and it can cause a bunch of mobs to respawn. So never stand on the hills. Always be on the low ground. Other than that, whenever the boss does spawn, Zeus is going to tank it against the opposite wall, a little bit in front of where I am now. Everybody else is going to stack against the opposite wall here. When the thunderclap goes out, you guys shouldn't panic. You should use your health stones. Big heals on whoever has threat. Should be Zeus. But whoever's tanking the boss at that time, just make sure that you heal them first, because nobody's gonna die from the thunderclap. It just does a lot of damage to the raid.
You
Other
are
than
too
that, that's
kind.
pretty much the fight. Any questions?
Tanks, just be ready to taunt right after the thunderclap in case I have a resist.
Gotcha.
You
Ready tech for me to start with it.
need innervate during the fight? Let me know, healers.
Zeus, you're taking the captains, correct? I'm just grabbing whatever I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna wearing a shield on the captain since it won't be fighting for threat.
Say,
And then
say your
on the
glitch,
second
I
wave,
should
there's an
also-
attack order focus target. So if you hear your name on the second wave, I'd just lip or run away. And then, ooh, we only have one hunter, huh? All right, Bino, get those traps out. They do, yeah.
Mages that have enhanced blizzard, make sure we're using that at the beginning of the wave to slow everything down coming in.
Yep. Okay. Anything else? I'm gonna start the events. 5
Good to go.
seconds, if not. All right. Starting it now. Also, healers, mainly the priests, try to keep the NPCs alive as much as possible as well. Don't prioritize them over the rest of the raid, obviously, but just they're pretty helpful. So.
This first captain does AoE fear. I think I need a fear ward. Thank you.
You're okay, Verdant.
I'll banish him.
On my eye. With 2.
Thanks.
Destroy them. Corp, are you doing recklessness or curse of wreck? I mean,
Yes.
If you're a melee, try to pick up the needlers first, just because they're faster. You want to kill those first, generally, as well.
Attack order on Yulin.
they're all dead.
Okay, I can't see because the captain's corpse is in front of me.
The time of our retribution is at
3.
hand. Let darkness reign in the hearts of our enemies. No longer will we wait behind barred doors and walls of stone. No longer will our vengeance be denied. The dragons themselves will tremble before our wrath. Fear is for the enemy. Fear and death.
Just trying to man up a little bit on this boss if you can.
whimper and beg for his life.
2 more waves of this
Just
before
as
the
his
boss.
whelp of a son did. 1,000 years of injustice will end this day.
Resist.
Last wave before boss.
Go and hide in the emerald tree. Pray, never find it.
Spell the enraged.
Everybody get ready to move to the left-hand side. Backs against the wall. After this boss dies, except for Zeus. Wheaties, Topanga, be ready to pick up the boss if need be.
There's probably going to be a thunder crash right when he walks in.
There it is.
Okay. Your back's against the wall again, so that when the second one goes out. Okay. Heals on Zeus again.
Your last.
You can pop your stone as well if needed. Rage phases soon.
Watch the right arm.
Heals on Zeus.
Warriors.
Good job.
Shake us.
Continue the fight.
Good job, guys.
Nice work.
Starfire book. Congrats to Panga.
Sick.
Ooh, Shadow Bolt.
Let's go.
Torup, do you have that already? Or Oreo, either of you guys have it?
I have it.
Wow, Shadow Bolt.
Torup, do you have it?
I do not. Yeah.
Congrats.
Shadow Ball.
Okay, good job. Alright, we're gonna do Moam first, then Assyrian, and then we'll go kill Brew after that. That was a good land hand, Santi.
Hey, I don't know if it's a big deal, but there was a BOE blue back here on one of these parties, whoever Master Loot is.
Alright, 1 second.
Gold.
My bad.
Lost him. Heads up, heads up,
Backbone.
heads up.
Take the captain.
Alright, I got
Without a melee range.
Something
I got
rev,
picked.
or did it resist something?
They see through
sure.
stealth, and one of the rogues got too
Yeah, it's
close.
impressive ring.
Okay, give me a second here as well. Fix our groups for a second. Alright, on these guys, just use your mana burns to make sure they don't get to full. Shouldn't be a problem. Should be able to pull this one back. Get the next one. If anyone's able to mine those, go for it.
Weeds, just have your lip taunt ready for this. Sometimes these get a little area mine's on cooldown.
Yep. Yours is on cooldown, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Those guys can knock back pretty far, so just be aware.
Big deals on the red.
Hey, we talking?
They can bump you into the water that has hostile fish.
We're gonna get both unless we back up.
Back up here.
Arlen, you got AoE taunt in case me and Zeus both have it down.
Alright, let me.
Make sure you lip when you do it.
Yes, please. You don't have
We're gonna
lips,
get this
just let me
ooze
know.
first.
I got
It aggroed. It is range.
Double
So keep
sign.
pulling it. I mean, we're probably gonna pull both here. Although, do they social
don't
each
We can
other?
distract it. Yeah.
Good.
Skill.
Yeah, I don't think this.
Oh, I'm inside. I'm being consumed. Weedy's taunt.
Yep, I got it. Good thing I opened with a crit, just like I planned.
Okay. We pull the next one.
Zeus, did that thing eat you?
Yeah, I got straight up swallowed.
Took me a second, you're like, I'm inside?
I'm inside.
I'm being consumed.
Aren't we all inside? Who's playing outside right now?
Should grab that one over there.
That will be the official call out for that every time now.
I'm being consumed.
Being inside.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Do the bugs next.
My AoE taunt is all.
Arlen, I think you should just be ready to just plan the AoE taunt. I think these are kind of sketchy.
Mine's also off cooldown, so I can do it too.
Okay, if yours is off cooldown, we'll have it do it next.
Yeah, I can just do mine.
You guys need to go before the destroyer comes.
Watch your backs here so you don't get knocked into the water.
AoE taunted.
Get ready for the destroyer. Probably pull that guy back. You can catch him.
Catch him, Bino. He's a god. My AoE taunt's on cooldown again, Zeus.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
I don't know if we actually need to do these bugs.
You don't.
Okay.
Come back on this side. There's a destroyer and a ooze that we need to kill. Okay. make sure that you are on the left side when we move here. You need to stay far away from the boss. Follow no free summons. He has a big aggro radius. Now, where did that ooze go?
It's across here.
Okay.
It's going quick.
Apparently in combat.
It's probably the fish.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll look.
Be careful. There's some mobs like around the corner there too, I think.
Yeah, there are. You know, you might be able to shoot them.
I don't know if we're gonna.
Yeah.
Probably missed it.
Yeah, there's the destroyer and the bugs. So
Just
can
wait.
kill the
Yeah.
bugs if you want, or just wait
How quickly does this ooze pat back? Do you know?
quickly.
Looks like it's moving pretty quick.
Yeah, it's gonna turn around right there and come back.
Small mission. Alright, he is ranged, so just let him get a little bit closer. Okay. Alright, kill him here. Hold. Maybe the destroyer not long after this. Distract.
I'm being consumed.
That's
I
not the
mean,
right wording.
You're
Right,
inside.
it's not the right. It's not the right term.
Sorry, my
Talk
bad.
about this. I'm in. You coined it.
Yeah, I'm the only one being consumed, so I call it what I want.
That's true. I guess that is. Yeah.
Alright, let's go ahead and clear these bugs now too.
Alright, Arlen, are you ready for AoE taunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better.
Let's go back to boss. Boss is very easy. Just if you are a priest or a warlock, the hunter, just make sure you're using mana burns here. As long as he doesn't get to full mana, he doesn't do anything. So he shouldn't with the amount of mana burners that we have. Just careful here because he has a big radius, aggro radius. Zeus.
Can I get fortitude, please? Yeah. Just fell off.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep sending you stuff, Vinos, if you don't tell me that you're running
Revenge.
That's kind of a cool offhand.
Revenge 6 is pretty sick.
Alright, Tyrion's next. This is the most dangerous trash in the dungeon. Take a minute to explain it for one that hasn't been here before or just has been here like once. Okay, so the way these mobs work, there are random set of abilities that you can get, but it always comes in pairs. So if he has one random ability, then he won't have another. So the first two random abilities are either Meteor or Plague. With so the way we're gonna counteract this is that we're gonna have two stacks, a melee stack and a range stack. So I'm gonna mark Zeus with triangle. Ranged is gonna be on the star. So the way that this works is going to be that if it is meteor, you need to well stay with your stack no matter what. First of all, but if it's meteor, then you need to stay with your stack, and it means that if you get outside of the stack and you get hit, it does like 10,000 damage. But if you stack, then it gets spread out with everybody that gets hit with it instead. So that's the first ability. The other ability that it can get is the plague. So instead of meteor, what it does is it will randomly infect somebody, and if that happens, then you need to move out of your stack like 10, 15 feet, because it does damage to yourself as well as everybody around you, so you can't stay in the stack. He will not have both meteor and plague, so you're not in danger of splitting up if it is plague, but we'll call for it. The other abilities are Shadow Volley or Thunderclap. Thunderclap, he does a large AoE damage on everybody within like 15 meters. And if it's Shadow Volley, it does a lot of shadow damage to everybody outside of 50 meters. So it's going to hit either the melee stack or the range stack. If it is Shadow Volley, the range stack will move as a group to the melee. So you need to move with Star. I'm not going to dash. Everybody needs to move together, because if we leave somebody behind and there's also a meteor, they can get one shot if they get targeted. So it's very important that if it is Shadow Volley, that you move with the rest of the range stack to the melee stack, indicated by Star. That is the most dangerous combination that these guys can have, which is Meteor and Shadow Volley. Does everybody understand that? Any questions on that?
Did we get Shadow Volley last time? I don't remember.
We did not get any Shadow Volleys last time.
Not a single time.
We got quite lucky. Okay, so the important thing is you need to stay with your stack unless you have plague and we call for you to move. And if we have to move, we will call for it, and you need to move as a group. Don't run off on your own to get there faster or slower than everybody else.
Ozzy,
Okay.
we should have either myself or Topanga in the range stack for spawning
Correct.
ads.
Yes, you should. Wheaties, you'll be with the range stack.
Okay.
Okay.
And if I get the plague, I assume in that case Topanga just taunts off and I run
No,
out.
you can just, if it's plague, it's not going to be meteor. So
You can just go around.
You could just be
it.
on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
on
right.
the opposite side, yeah.
Just flip them around.
Okay. All right, so that's basically the fight. We're going to be pulling back here. So ranged will be like where Star is now. Then the melee stack is going to be further up. But for now, I'm going to start.
You probably want it.
Some of these.
Should have the bear in the range deck instead.
Yeah. Okay. It's fine.
All right, so Topanga in the range stack.
You want me in the range? Okay.
Yeah.
Just as a refresher, if they reflect detect magic, that means we need to use frost.
Yeah, so it's either arcane and fire or frost and shadow are the combinations. So if you detect magic and it reflects it, that means that it's going to be immune to fire as well. You should be using frost spells.
Okay.
If it doesn't reflect, that means you should be using fire.
Okay.
So yeah, if you can call out what it is when you use detect magic, that will help the warlocks and the mages in the group as well.
Yep, I'll call it out.
I think Skull is alone here. Yeah. Yeah, we can pull Skull. Stay in your groups. It's meteor here. There will not be any plagues.
Damn. Pee pee poo poo's getting in business.
Put up a fight.
He's getting in fucking business, dude.
Detect magic reflected.
Heals, Shadow Storm. We need to move together. Move with Star. Move with Star up. Keep moving.
Pick the ad up.
Moving. Alright. Everybody stack tight. Stack tight so you don't get meteor. Move out, move out. Explosion.
Run, run. Get away from it. Get away from it.
Shit.
Fuck.
We need to call that out.
If it was stacked.
So can we get meteored while that explosion's happening or no?
No.
Okay.
No, it's when he dies that it explodes.
Okay, so we can just like scatter and run away.
Just fucking
Yeah, I was afraid that I
run.
was
Like a
gonna be
CG
outside.
back?
Just you gotta
Yeah,
run.
but
It's
it
a big-
explodes when after it's dead too.
I'm just gonna scoot the stack a little bit to the left so I can see.
Fine. Get back in your stacks. Stack tight.
Sword.
Okay, so that was the worst combination we could have gotten, which was the shadow volley and the meteor, and the explosion. So I think we can pull circle here.
Stack up though.
Yeah.
I have like essentially no rage on pulse.
You should
so
not be
just,
healing.
be careful,
Yeah.
guys.
What's that? Okay. What did you say, Oreo?
Oh yeah, like don't heal the pet like that with a hot.
Yeah.
In case we need to drop it.
Careful on threat. Wake up. Zeus says no rage.
Yeah, my rage person's not.
Manga, you need to be stack tighter than this.
Meteor.
Meteor again. Shadow volley together. Together.
Get up.
Main stack, you need to move. Okay. Keep going to triangle. Stack. Okay. Back in your stacks. Alright, so we went from no shadow volleys to 2 in a row. Hell yeah.
Fucking say.
Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said we got really lucky the first time, huh?
Tank, yeah, X is gonna be good to pull. Thunderclap this
Thunderclap.
time.
Detect reflect.
Bad coming.
Plague
Plague.
Manga,
Plague
Manga
Manga.
out.
Gotta grab that.
Can't pocket because I have a card.
I'm gonna build rage on these if you can tank it.
Yep.
Okay, so
Trying to tank him.
alright, so we have to wait for the plague to run out before you can pull another one in case there's meteor. Let's keep an eye on this too. It might last a little bit longer if the bug from AQ40 is also present here, so let's just make sure that it's gone before we assume that it's gone.
It like refreshed. Yeah.
Oh,
Is it doing
yeah.
damage though? It is.
It's at 0. Am I like DCing or something?
Yes, yes, the
No,
log
it-
out. Plague is bugged
Yeah,
out.
log out.
Alright, Panga, walk this way
Log out
first.
over
before we
here.
Log out.
Yeah, log out over here.
Log out behind the stairs. On the stairs.
Okay.
When he
Everyone
logs
get
in,
away
it'll
from him.
tick once and remove, but it will tick when he logs in, so just keep your distance.
Is it doing damage to you, Oreo?
I'm not taking any damage from it, but
Nah, it'll be on login. It'll tick.
Okay.
We want to swap to Shadow Aura. We've got one that's got Shadow Volley.
we have Shadow Prod.
No, if Shadow Prod doesn't stack with Shadow Aura.
Yeah,
Okay.
it fell off.
Okay, good. Alright,
Oh,
so
yeah.
let's restack up, guys. I think Diamond is good to pull here.
Detect reflected.
Thunderclap.
Thunderclap. Heals on the melee stack.
And nothing else. That works.
How many are left? 3 or 4?
Why did Strength of Assyrian just pop up?
Because I'm mind visioning and I saw Assyrian.
Okay.
I'll know after the next one. I
I
think
see
it's 4.
moon.
I only see 3 right now. Yeah, they should split up pretty soon. I think Skull will be next, but it might be X. Sure. But it's gonna be a little bit anyway. Good time to get a food buff if you do not have yours up right now.
We should pull Skull, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because Moon was padding away from him last I checked. Okay. So for reference, if we ever pull 2 at the same time, it is a full raid Petri. Thunderclap.
Detect worked.
They Plague and Wheaties.
Stop frostboning yourself.
Get up.
Plague on Willow.
Missing healers in my.
Willow move.
Willow, you need to move. Okay, good. Now we need to wait for the plagues to run off. After the plague runs out, you guys are gonna have to log out and back in.
Yeah, you should start logging off now if you can.
Yeah, it won't let me.
Yeah.
Or will it actually?
I think there's still 3 up. There's X, Diamond, and Moon somewhere. Yeah. We need to wait until...
I don't think it's actually doing damage, this plague.
It randomly ticks from what I heard on Lightning yesterday.
Okay, we'll just log out now.
That's safe. I think we should be able to pull stack back up. We should be able to get X here.
Yeah, stack up quickly, come on.
Clap.
Detect worked. Don't use Frostbolt.
Meteor. Banga, you need to be closer to us. Okay.
There's 2 left. There's
We can
Diamond
pick
and
up
one more.
Diamond.
Stack up. Grab Diamond before it leaves, if possible.
Detect reflected.
Run out.
Like Ambino.
Plague. I'll pick up the ad since it's on me.
Explosion. Okay, we're gonna have Moon is
On the
actually
right,
gonna.
yeah.
Last one is Moon here. We do need to wait for Beano's plague though.
Don't get too close to Beano.
Are you gonna log then?
Oh, okay. We're gonna have time on this rotation still. So
A couple obsidian chunks right here too, if anybody can get these.
if you're gonna bio, you need to like run all the way down the stairs. That's Penga. Because if we need to move, you're gonna be left by yourself. Actually, all right, we're just gonna wait for him. Take the ads. Alright, let's just rebuff 1 hours here while we're just sitting.
I'm gonna move the stack to the left.
Alright, he's back. Let's pull it.
Okay, go ahead, Bino. Flat.
Lap.
Detect reflected.
Just grab this.
Here. Easy heals on the melee group.
Explode.
Melee
Get
out,
out.
melee
Get
out, melee out, melee out.
Get out.
Alright, good.
No press.
So we got the boss here. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna make sure that we're gonna reset it with a warlock. I have Kilrog. Nobody can cast spells when we're doing this until we confirm that it's been reset. Zeus is gonna be tanking this. Wheaties, I want you to be chasing threats on Assyrian. But Zeus is gonna have a trinket up, so it's gonna disrupt the CC if it goes out.
I got a good one, 130, so I'm just gonna keep it. Don't let me die.
Yep. Okay. Bino, we're gonna have you go on the perimeter again and look for the crystals, and if they're far out, just click on them. Otherwise, we're gonna have Zeus be tanking the boss. He's gonna be kiting them 2 crystals each time. Crystals do weaken the boss to a certain element, so if it's weakened to the element that you're using, just watch your threat a little bit. We do need a melee that's gonna click the crystals for.
He can click him himself.
Isn't there a channel time?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, so Zeus, you can just do it as needed. Maximize
Okay.
the amount of time. We'll try to orient you towards the next crystal if you're not sure where to go.
Thank you.
Okay, but otherwise, as long as you're below second on threat, you should never have threat on this boss. He does have like a knockback, so just, be careful for that, but other than that, it's mostly the tank that's going to be doing most of the work here.
Watch the tornadoes too.
Yeah. Okay, any questions? Gonna try to check here. If you have a question, hit not ready.
You want me to go out with the A?
Will the first thing kind of pop up right next to him, where I
Yeah,
know where
It'll
it
be
is?
right next to him
Okay, so I just run up and click it basically immediately.
as he starts aggroing. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, no casting or anything.
Any other questions? All right, Oreo, you can use the eye here.
I think Torlock was going to do it.
Okay. No
Alright.
casting here.
No more healing, Zeus.
I don't like the sound of that.
Just the eye.
You are terminated.
You are determined. Rise and block out
Right.
the sun.
Hidden?
Yeah.
That's good.
Sands of the desert, rise and
Can you
block
rage
out
again?
the sun.
No.
No? Okay. Jesus.
Fire weakness.
Fire weakness.
Let's see, anyone
There's
see one?
like right behind you.
Oh, right behind you. Okay, I see it.
Yep, just straight back. Watch threat. Watch threat.
You're going to get a knockback, so wait for the knockback to go to it. Just keep him there.
I'm using a shield, so just watch threat.
Mages decurse here. Healers first.
Stay below second threat.
Alright, you could probably hit it now.
Okay, good. Then there's one to your left, Zeus, after that.
Nature.
Bino, I think you can help with DPS now if you want.
It's gonna be another knockback.
Can't get over to Ozzy.
Shot for the tornado.
Let me get back to second threat.
Back at it right now. Grit, watch your threat a little bit. Curses.
Hit the crystal.
Frost.
Still here.
Back.
Kill him
Straight
here.
back, Zeus. Nope, never mind.
We're gonna kill him on this cycle, so. Shit.
So can you not interact with the crystals while in bear form? Is that why I was clicking for
Yeah,
you?
that's
For
why.
you? Okay. Gotcha.
Get the bow.
Another
shit.
two revenges. Holy shit.
Three revenges.
Lynch,
Nice
do you have
buff.
space on you, Lynch?
10 slots.
I didn't
Not
hear you.
much.
So
Said like 10 slots.
Focus on you for now.
That was fun.
That was a nice job.
Yeah, congrats on your first Assyrian tank.
You scared me a little bit when you said something about him still enraging at the start. I was like,
Dude, I
well,
got a
fun,
warning,
boys.
and
Yeah.
it, yeah, it's sorry about
Right,
that.
right as he connected.
And he did get bigger again, so
He did get big, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
what
what the visual also threw me off because I got like the strength of Assyrian warning, and then he, I don't know.
Yeah, they got big, and I was like, "I'll follow the Aussie."
What does the head turn into?
Neck piece.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be healer prio.
Okay.
Zeus, if that ever bugs out like that again, and he does get big, you can always just shield wall it.
Yeah,
He might still slap you, but I mean it's better than.
that's what they used to do it
That's
before
the
the
usual
cheese,
strat
right?
Taking it.
for the cheese, yeah.
That cheese is oh so good though.
All right, time for Buru. A lot less stressful part of the raid. Good job, everybody.
What mining is needed for these nodes? These obsidian nodes?
305, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 305.
Okay. I have 300, so I might try and get like 5 on a pair of gloves or something. So we grab them. I can grab them at least when I'm in here.
There's like a miner's cap too.
I just tried and it is 305.
Well, for these little ones. See?
Yeah.
All right, a little bit more trash. Then we got our last boss here. Are there world boss dropping tonight?
Didn't see any posted.
Okay.
Actually, there's a Rend and Ani. Sorry, Sorry, just Rend and a Horde Ani.
Okay. All right. Let's keep pulling here.
Spell the enrage, please.
Okay, I don't see the ooze here. I think we can pull. If you're really squishy, don't be in the very back of the group here.
It's the yellow ones that burrow, yeah?
Yeah.
Sandstalkers.
There's slimes coming on the left. Next time.
Mine's burrowing.
Okay, we're gonna drop here. Don't use slow fall or levitate or anything like that. Kill you. We'll heal at the bottom.
Dino.
Every time.
Scrolling.
Buddy, heal up here. We're dropping. Bango, we're gonna need Mark of the Wild rebuffed as well when you have a chance. Zeus. Nobody touch the eggs. Yeah, one more ooze we need to kill upstairs. Everybody up the hill. There it is. Yeah, we won't start with the boss yet while I explain. Okay. Alright, so... Okay, so for people that have not done this before, the way this boss works is we do very little damage to the boss until the second phase. So the way to deal damage to him is he will randomly lock onto a target. We'll call out your name. And you need a kite. If you're the person that's targeted, you need a kite to the egg of the mark that we say. So we're going to start on skull. Then the next one after that is going to be square. Or sorry, actually diamond. Because we're trying to maximize the distance so we can do damage along the way. We need to blow up the egg while the boss is on top of it. So we're going to have Grit, Arlen, Dirty, and Captain, just the 4 warriors that aren't tanking, focus on doing damage to the eggs. And we blow it up, leave it at like 10-15%. We'll blow it up when the boss is on top of the respective mark. So our goal is to try to maximize the amount of distance that we do in between these, because after the boss gets to 20%, he goes to phase 2, and after that he does normal damage, save all your DPS cooldowns for phase 2. He'll be just a normal tank and spick at that point. He does do like a AoE poison to everybody, but he should be nearly dead, and we can easily out heal it. So it's just about getting the eggs killed during phase 1. If you're ranged, you should be using you should just be hitting the boss around with this. It doesn't do that much damage, but we need to whittle him down in order for him to hit phase 2 by the time we kill the last egg. Once we kill an egg, it does spawn an ad, so Wheaties, Zeus, Topanga just try to pick up the ads, and a couple DPS that are nearby just help kill the ads in between these egg pools. Other than that, pretty easy. So just if you get called, just go to the respective mark on the opposite side so that people can hit it. Also, in between skull and triangle, there's like water there, so just be careful if you're kiting that you don't run over there, because when you start to swim, you're going to be very slow. He will catch up to you. If you get hit, he does a nasty bleed, so which we don't want. So that is the fight. Ready check. If you have any questions, hit not ready.
I was just going to add that the ads drop threat, so they'll be running kind of all over the place.
Yep. Okay. We're going to start with skull, so everybody's ready. Let's head over here. It is on Tectone. After skull is going to be diamond. Range should be hitting the boss.
I'll kill the egg. Start heading to diamond.
Diamond is
Got
next.
the ad.
Time
Grit.
for it. So after Diamond is going to be Moon. Dirty, it's on you. Dirty, you're going to be going to Moon. Be careful of the water there. It's on Tecto now. It reset. Moon.
Don't kill the egg.
Don't kill the egg here. Okay, now kill it. Okay, next is going to be where?
It's not me.
Wheaties.
Is it square?
He's going to skull. Watch him.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
After square is going to be skull. Probably going to need to do some additional kiting after this. 2 Yulin now. After skull it is going to be triangle. Verde. Triangle's next. It's gonna be pretty close. Good, his heal's on Verde. Okay. This will trigger his enrage once it blows up on him.
The egg was already destroyed.
Oh shit. Yep. Alright, so he's gonna, at 20%, there's gonna be a threat drop. Wait until Zeus has it. Or is it still on Verde? Okay.
Kill these ads too.
Zeus now, let Zeus get threat for a second. You can pop your cooldowns after that. Okay, so threat is good. Okay, I don't know. Okay, be careful about killing those eggs.
Multi-shot.
Okay,
Rat,
I need
peanut.
Got some room if you need.
Alright, cool. Let's get a port and we'll do loot.
Yeah, the egg had died even before I got in there.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty close to phase 2 anyway, so it wasn't that big a deal, but just in general, like, we should be not lowering the eggs so low that they can just die to incidental damage like that. But still good.
Good run.